Water, for me anyway, takes me to a place of calmness and stillness, and a place of inner reflection. And I would hope with the paintings that people will be able to look into them and go to that place themselves. Into the Stillness is about going on that journey to that quiet, reflective place. The first thing is to set your intention of what it is that you're going to try and make, because for sure then those things are going to start showing up, because you're thinking about it, and you're putting down paint in such a way that it might lead towards where you're going. Generally speaking, I don't use photo images as a reference. At least in the beginning stages of my work. I work very freely and loosely to begin with. I activate my canvas by making marks on it. I use lots of different mark making tools, if you want to call them that, from graphite pencils to Stabilo water soluble pencils. So I activate the surface before I start. And once I get the canvas covered in lots of information, I start honing into my intuition to see if I see something or a feeling coming through in that, and then I start developing the painting based on that. I do believe that the paintings come through me if I allow it, and that's a lot about allowing and trusting and believing and allowing you to get into that flow state. It's all about the process. It's not about the results. But because of allowing the process to evolve, I end up getting the results. When you think of children and how they work, they're in the process. They're not so worried about what the end result is. But as a teacher of adults, I notice that they're very caught up in wanting to make a pretty picture, and they want to leave a workshop with a painting. They're not so much engaged in the process. They're worried about taking risks and messing it up and not getting results. So taking yourself back to where you were when you were 5 years old. And when I teach and when I paint, that's where I want to be. I teach workshops in my studio, and I will go out to other locales, painting groups that hire me to come and teach for them. And I do prefer working in my own studio when I'm teaching, just because I have all the tools. If I need something, it's here. I'm not the type of workshop instructor that we start with a pretty picture and everybody tries to do it. Everybody leaves with their own individual painting, and that's a different way of teaching, and it's maybe a bit riskier than everybody painting the same painting. Yeah. But I think people see the results more and do lots of critiquing and feedback and small groups. One of the best places to find out about my workshops is to sign up for my newsletter, and my website's pattscrivener.com. PATTSCRIVENER.